Williams and Walton to get it started. Great to have you with us. Big time tilt in the ACC. And off we go from the Joel Coliseum.
Going into the Wake Forest game, it was really like another day that we've had the last month. You know, we've had a lot of change, you need to be quick on your feet, understanding who's available, who's not. It just happened to be Coach K this time, happened to be our leader. And in a weird way, I think it united us that we want to get that win for Coach. Coach had been a part of all the preparation leading up to the game. So there really weren't any major changes we had to make in terms of what we had to do, or we knew the task at hand, and our guys were anxious. Anytime you lose, you know, that game against Miami, I think motivated us a lot, and our guys were ready to play that game, and you know, came out firing.
Moore, Williams, Bancaro, Roach, and Keels. That starting five we got used to through the first 14 games on the floor as Bancaro drives in with a right-handed rack attack. AJ lobbed it up to Williams, who rocks the rim. Keels to the left corner, Bancaro, baseline drive, spun to the middle, and hammered it down. The other way in transition. Inside it goes for Williams with a two-handed stomp and a timeout for Wake Forest. Inbound the lob to Bancaro. Hammer time. Roach a lob. Williams, the exclamation point.
What a way to punctuate this one. 76-60 with 1:15 to go.
Well, the story of this game, the work of Paulo Bancaro and A.J. Griffin. They combined for 46, and the Blue Devils are going to get out of Winston-Salem with a 76-64 win.
I think we were back to that level of consistent effort, the feeling of needing each other to get a big win. And going into the Kentucky game, going into the Gonzaga game, just two examples, we knew we had to play really well together in order to win. And sometimes you forget what that feeling is. And we got it back at that Wake game, you know, playing, you know, in a great environment. They had a really good crowd. Students were back. I think that helped us just understand how we need each other, how we need to play together. And of course, the emergence of A.J. Griffin, as that's continued, isn't a bad thing at all. That's been a welcomed addition to what we've done as of late.
Man, there's a lot I could say about A.J. I mean, he works so hard. I mean, if you guys seen the work that he puts in day and out, I mean, nobody would be surprised at what he's doing now. I mean, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot I could say, but really the most important thing is I'm proud of him. I mean, I'm proud of how he's just stuck through everything. He stuck through the adversity that he's had. I mean, now he's coming into the player that we all knew he could be.
Hey, I think, you know, as the game went on, you know, the ball's going in, the confidence goes up higher. And so, you know, just relying on, you know, the work and God, you know, having that situation and just being out there to go and compete, you know, it was just having fun, really. And, you know, the ball went in, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know the numbers of how many times, if ever, coaches ever had the same starting group through the course of a season, but I would be surprised if it's happened, you know, more than once or twice. So there's naturally change that happens. There's our team evolves, players evolve, and AJ's been a prime example. You know, just how he's grown throughout the course of the season. He's kept his head down, worked his butt off, and we just feel like he's ready to explode. And he started that off in the Wake Forest game. He's been consistent. He's defended. He's easy to play with. And frankly, we need to continue to get him the ball more. So inserting him in that starting lineup was a really good move for us. You know, we're big, we're athletic, we can really switch on defense. And, of course, Jeremy still needs to play a vital role for us. You know, he came through big time in that second half. He had a big three, a couple driving kicks. You know, needs to continue to pressure the ball and play defense like that. And he's going to be important. He's going to be a very important part of what we do moving forward as well.
Down to 6 and 5 on the right, into the corner. Griffin steps to the left, his three, bang! Big time bucket to take it to the locker room.
This was the first road win of the season, second road game that we played. So the start was key, and really, if you look at the entire game, the consistency on defense was terrific. You know, we gave them a couple offensive rebounds that they converted one for a three. They converted another one for a layup. We gave up one turnover early for a breakaway dunk. But besides that, our defense, we made them work for everything. We talked about limiting layups and dunks. We did that for the most part. And I think as the game wore on, we gained more confidence, and they were probably knocked back. But it started with our defense. I think it translated on the offensive end with how we played together. We only had 3 assists in the first half, but a lot of them came from throwing the ball to Paulo inside, and he was able to exploit a mismatch down there. So you're not going to have the high number of assists, but really proud of the effort and proud of the group and what we did in that Wake game to get that win.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade. Greatness starts with G. By Continental Tire, proud supporter of Duke Blue Devils basketball. And by Coke Zero Sugar, best Coke ever.
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? No! Yes! No! Yes! No! Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try it first.
Yes! I need to try it first.
You're made to move. And now it's time to get things done. You're in the driver's seat, chasing green lights and open roads. And you know those roads like the back of your hand. You're shaped by where you've been, but you're always looking forward with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
I need to try it first.
Heart-stopping moments deserve heartfelt jewelry from Reed's. Our exclusive Love's Path collection features paths of gold merging around a center diamond, symbolic of how 2 lives join together to find adventure, understanding, and love. Our exclusive Roberta Z collection is a reflection of our founder, Roberta Zimmer, and mirrors the qualities we admire in the women around us. With Reed's exclusive jewelry collections, we have the perfect gift for each moment and milestone.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Cause with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula. And the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
Being the director of player development, I really get to work hand in hand with the guys. And for me, this year is about learning how to be a coach, what it takes. I feel like I have a pretty good feel and knowledge for the game as a player, and I understand the game well, but there are so many nuances on the other side, on the coaching side, that you just don't think about as a player. So now to be back and to be working with the guys, mornings, nights, getting in the gym, and then being able to give them my perspective with fresh eyes. I played in the NBA, I played in the G League, I played overseas. I played really at all different levels, and I've seen the good, the bad, and in between. So to help these guys early and to give them some of the life lessons I've learned, I think is really big, and I think that's a lot of what I can bring to the table.
Swing, drive it.
It's always been a dream of mine to be back here at Duke. I didn't know that I would be back here this soon, but I always knew that this was home. And so when I decided to pivot with the help of Coach Scheyer and Coach K and the entire coaching staff, I was welcomed with open arms. And to be a part of something so much bigger than myself was super humbling, amazing, and I always want to give my all and my best, and to do it at this program with my family, it was a no-brainer. So I was happy and humbled to be back and love to get to work and help these guys get better. It's not like I always, wanted to be a coach. I always wanted to be a player, and that's all I knew. Playing, I always wanted to win and achieve at the highest level. And for me, that was Duke. And coming here, becoming a captain, winning a national championship, that is when it all, kind of materialized for me that, basketball is where I want to be for the rest of my life. So, I could see myself coaching, being in, front office or doing other things. But right now, coaching is where, my passion is leaning towards, and learning from and being around Coach K, Coach Scheyer, knowing Coach Carewell every day. It's a beautiful thing, and I just feel like I'm getting a lot better.
I can't say enough about Emil Jefferson. Having Emil back has been an amazing addition for our players, first and foremost. They have, he has great camaraderie with those guys, great respect. The fact that he's really a year and a half out of playing the NBA. He's played in the G League, he's played overseas. He's still, if he wanted to right now, he could be as good as anybody right now. And our guys know that. So just having someone like him around who has the playing experience, but also the feel and the IQ of a game, having coached him when he was here, he's as smart as any guy that I've ever coached. Understanding coverages, understanding the total, the totality of the game, everything that comes with it, from mindset to strategy, offensively, defensively, and then just what he's added to us as a staff. Coach K would be the first to tell you what he's brought in our staff meetings. He's not afraid to speak his mind. He always has a smile on his face. He brings a positive energy, and he's just someone that's really proud of what he's done, proud to have him part of our program. And he's really added. He's really been a big plus in a major way this year for us.
Being able to learn from Coach K is unbelievable. It's such a blessing to be in these staff meetings every day. I'm taking notes, and every day, I'm writing down and learning something new about him. His attention to detail and understanding this game at its smallest and minute levels is incredible. And the amount of work that he puts in is second to none. It's not an accident that he is the greatest. It's because he is so dedicated and so passionate, and he's always owning his moment. And his moment is always the one that he's in right now. He doesn't live in the past, and the future is the next game. And once that game is over, he turns the page with this group, and we go on to the next thing. And so to have a coach who is always on top of it, where if you just get on his bus, you're better, it's really cool. So being able to learn from him as a player was amazing, and now as a coach, he's helping me grow up again, and so I really do appreciate him for that.
Coach K's legacy moments.
Completing the most dominant run in league history, Duke defeated NC State in March of 2003 to win the Atlantic Coast Conference Tournament for the 5th consecutive season. Previously, no school had ever won more than 3 ACC tourneys in a row. Then freshman J.J. Redick erupted for 30 points to key a second-half rally past the Wolfpack that produced Coach K's 8th ACC tournament title.
J.J. Redick getting hugs all around. They know they couldn't have done it without him. A magnificent comeback for the Duke Blue Devils. They win it 84-77, coming back from down 15 in the last 11 and a half minutes.
I know the car accident wasn't technically your fault.
But we,
as the insurance company,
deny this claim.
We might fix your car.
But medical bills?
Pain and suffering?
Lost wages?
You're asking for a lot.
Oh, you've got a lawyer.
This conversation is over.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
Unwavering loyalty and commitment. That's what it means to be true blue. To earn this level of trust, Ford builds trucks that help you work smarter, tougher, to help you tackle any adventure, year after year. See your Carolina Ford dealer today and discover what true blue means to you. Now get 0 for 60 plus 1,000 bonus cash on the 2021 Ford F-150. New inventory is arriving daily at your Carolina Ford dealer.
Heart-stopping moments deserve heartfelt jewelry from Reed's. Our exclusive Love's Path collection features paths of gold merging around a center diamond, symbolic of how two lives join together to find adventure, understanding, and love. Our exclusive Roberta Z collection is a reflection of our founder, Roberta Zimmer, and mirrors the qualities we admire in the women around us. With Reed's exclusive jewelry collections, we have the perfect gift for each moment and milestone.
Wow, this new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever?
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
Okay, I'm gonna try first.
Yes! I need to try it first.
It's bow time. If the workday's over but your family's hunger is gearing up for the night shift, drop a big bow box on it. Cause with 12 Supremes, biscuits, fixins, and tea, you can clock out and still enjoy a delicious dinner. It's bow time.
Duke Basketball 360 with Chris Spatola, presented by Continental Tire, proud supporter of Duke Blue Devils basketball.
We've talked about silent runs in a game of basketball, particularly with Duke teams, Coach K teams. He has emphasized it for so long. And now it seems like every sport, footballs, they've really taken it. They think it's their thing, what you do, a Belichick thing, what you do at the end of a half and to start a half. But it's been a Coach K emphasis for a long time. And that impact was no more evident than what Duke did at the end of the first half against Wake Forest and at the beginning of the second half against Wake Forest. Duke was down 29-27 in that first half. They scored the last 8 points to go into halftime up by 6. It was a tremendous run. It gave them momentum going into halftime. A.J. Griffin hit a 3 at the buzzer out of a timeout. John Scheyer, about 7 seconds left, decided to call a timeout, drew up a really nice play. You end up getting a 3 for A.J. Griffin, who was great in that game, by the way. You get a 3 for A.J. Griffin going into halftime up 6. Then Duke comes out of halftime. They go on a 14-1 run to start the half. Some really good defensive plays. And it was a multitude of guys, a number of guys hitting shots in that 14-1 run to really spark Duke, really for the balance of that second half. So they end up going, and this is where these silent runs, you don't really know it in the moment, but when you start adding up the numbers, they end up going, if you add up the run at the end of the first half and how they started the second half, that's a 22-1 run, which is very difficult for a lot of teams to overcome. And that was the case in that Wake Forest game. We've talked about it a lot with Coach K teams, but really, pay attention to that. Coach K's always talked about the last 5 minutes of the first half and the first 5 minutes in the second half. You can really bury a team if you play well in that period of time. And there was no more evident than what Duke did in that Wake Forest game, which really gave them the separation, which ended up being the difference in that game.
Rebound tapped high into the air off the top of the backboard and then tapped to Keels. Now a chance to run 2-on-2. Feeds Banchero down the lane. Hammer time with the right hand.
What a fast break. All kinds of options, and the Blue Devils took the polo option to go up 49-30.
I've always admired the Duke runs, and it's been an honor to really be a part of them as a player or as a coach. I think you look through Coach's time here, there's always those moments where you break open a game or you get back into a game. And that 22-1 run, we put a lot of emphasis on closing halves. That's really important. And, going a 6-0 run there to close it in the last 25 seconds is huge. So going into halftime, the difference of, being up by 6 versus tie game or being down by 2 is huge. And then to come out and get those defensive stops and extend that lead to 20 is a big-time thing. And, we weren't able to completely put them away, but it definitely put us in a position where we were in a strong spot to close and to finish there. So proud of the group with what they did with that, and that's something you try to do every game. And I do call them Duke runs, and rightfully so. We've always had them, and we need to continue to have them.
It's one of the fiercest rivalries in the ACC, with the last 14 meetings evenly split at 7 wins apiece. We're expecting another hotly contested skirmish when this one tips off at high noon. deflected. Scheyer takes it out of the air. Jump pass to midcourt to Henderson. Alley-oop, Ziegler for the two-hand jam.
Oh boy, there's the play of the game. The Blue Devils open up a 58-20 lead on the expertly run fast break in the pass from Gerald to Singler.
And Singler makes the steal. Cross court to Scheyer. Cut pass back to Smith. Behind it to Henderson for the lay-in. Oh my gosh!
A Duke run that I'll always remember. It was my junior year, and we were playing Maryland at home, and I knew going into the game, we were ranked number 2 in the country. If we won, we were going to be ranked number 1 because the number 1 ranked team lost. And we were up by a good amount, and we were able to push the lead, and there was a sequence where we got a rebound, and Kyle Singler threw Gerald Henderson alley-oop to go to 58-20, and then Kyle Singler got a steal the next play and threw it to me. I threw it to Coach Smith, Nolan Smith, Coach Smith, Nolan Smith, same person, the one and only, and he tossed it back to Gerald Henderson for a layup. And Cameron was as loud as I've ever remembered it in that moment. It was 60-20. We obviously went on a big spurt to get us there. Cameron was rocking. We were hugging each other, celebrating, and that's what Duke basketball is all about.
The Duke Children's Charity Stripe Challenge is a season-long initiative that raises money for Duke Children's patient care, research, and education. Take the Charity Stripe Challenge by pledging an amount for every free throw made by Duke this season, or make a one-time pledge by texting Duke Kids to 51555. Visit DukeCharityStripe.org to learn more.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
You're made to move. And now it's time to get things done. You're in the driver's seat, chasing green lights and open roads. And you know those roads like the back of your hand. You're shaped by where you've been, but you're always looking forward with confidence. Continental Tire, for what you do.
Unwavering loyalty and commitment. That's what it means to be true blue. To earn this level of trust, Ford builds trucks that help you work smarter, tougher, to help you tackle any adventure, year after year. See your Carolina Ford dealer today and discover what true blue means to you. Now get 0 for 60 plus 1,000 bonus cash on the 2021 Ford F-150. New inventory is arriving daily at your Carolina Ford dealer.
I need to try it first.
Paul's in a great spot. You know, we love how aggressive he was in the Wake Forest game. You know, we came off the Miami game where he didn't get it enough. Like, he needs to touch it. And, you know, one of the things that's so dangerous about him, you know, he took 23 shots in the Wake game, but it may be where another game he takes 10, but is just as effective. But he's going to make the right play, whether it's the pass, whether it's the score. He's a guy who needs to continue working off the ball, getting open and being ready to shoot. Thought he passed up a couple shots, but he's this close to having a 30, 35-point game. You know, he had 24 against Wake, and you know, I think he'd be the first to tell you he was right there having 10 more points. And you know, so we love where he's at. We need to continue to put him in a position where he's highlighted, and he's right there to have some more monster games for us, which we need.
Allen. Another three is up. This one rattled out. The rebound tap controlled by Williams. Now Banchero at the other end. Going in on Smith. The hop step put it off the window. Yes. What a spectacular finish in tight. On rebound for Keels. A chance to add to a 7-point lead. Inside Williams catches. What a pass! Banchero thunders it down for two. Wow. My goodness. Looking to drive, got inside. 2 steps, missed the shot short, and the rebound for Joey Baker. Good defense by Baker. Roach, an outlet for Williams behind the defense to dunk it down.
The last couple of weeks have been incredibly challenging. You know, of course, there's that winter break time when you come back from Christmas and you're getting ready for conference play. It's always a pivotal time because you have to improve. There's so much you have to work on. You learn about yourself from the first half of the year, but then you add in who's going to be available at practice. Anything, we went through a bad COVID spurt there where it ran through our program, and just the continuity. You know, it really can't speak to the level of importance when you're just developing that chemistry with someone on a daily basis. That was taken away from us for almost 2 weeks. So we've been able to overcome it, but it definitely was a setback. I think for the steps trying to get back, it's first important to understand where you're trying to go. And Coach K did a great job of explaining to our team, we're not trying to become the team that we were, we're trying to become the team that we were and then some. And that's what it took us a little bit to get there. Because there's individual rust, and when there's individual rust as players, then that means there's some collective rust, and that's showed up in our Miami game. We've continued to get better and improve in that area, but that's something that it's first important to understand where you want to get to as a group, and we want to be the best team in the country. We're not there yet. We're on our way, though.
Off of him, so he gives it for Sebron. 9 on the timer, looking to drive on the left side, and on Moore, blocked by Williams, and now Keels leads the break. 3 on 3, a bounce pass to Griffin, driving it off the left, off the window, no. Tap follow, good for Keels.
Obviously, you need to be connected, and coaches always talked about a shared vision. And so we've gone on the same page with our team, our staff. Everyone is on the same page in terms of the shared vision of where we need to get to individually, collectively. The next step for us is really to push each other even more as players. You know, we're building that confidence back. Sometimes when you're out for a period of time, you lose that edge or you lose that confidence. I think you've seen that on the offensive end with our group. But again, we're regaining it slowly. It's going to continue to come through the month of January. And, I know it'll only go up as we finish off the season.